Here I was running China Super Highway 9 on my souped-up Chevrolet 409. I can't get the guns, I'm the king of the moonshine, hillbillies running rings. Call me the king, cause I never get a hunt. Running China Super Highway 9 last Tuesday morning when the rooster crowed. Jumped out of my bed and got ready to blow. Run a little shine on Highway 9 on my souped-up Chevrolet 409. Saw hopped up, Desert Jackson, all tuned up and ready for action. Jumped in my car, put the key in the dash, saying to drive and I slept on the gas. Said to myself, let's go get some of the shine, and I'm moving on out on the Highway 9. 62 miles of the little town of Jackson, said a little shine, and grabbed a little action. Running shine, Super Highway 9, and my souped-up Chevrolet 409. Cops can't catch it, cause I'm the king of the moonshine, hillbillies running the ring. Call me the king, cause I'll never get a find. Running shine, Super Highway 9. Here and I push the pedal down 104. She goes a little faster, I ask for more. Roll down the Jackson like a bat of hell. The sell a little moonshine, man, as well. Out of the woods comes a guy named Jackson. Chasing me down, try to grab my action. We played cat and mouse for a couple hours. Up and down the highway, all over the mountains. Jackson really caught me doing 105. The cop will never catch me long as I'm alive. Out at the window, maybe next time, Jackson. Put my car in overdrive and say goodbye. Running down the Super Highway 9, my souped-up Chevrolet 409. Cops can't catch it 'cause I'm the king of the moonshine, hillbillies running the ring. They call me the king 'cause I never get a find. Running shine, Super Highway 9. Running shine, Super Highway 9. Running shine, Super Highway 9.
Where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400 lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. Here's the starting lineup. On the pole from Dawsonville, Georgia, in the number 9 Coors Ford qualifying and Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison.
His second win of 1987.
Good evening, everybody. We're here at Shine Runners Winston Cup Series, Shine Runners Racing League, and we're at Rockingham. That promo gives me goosebumps every time I watch it. I love that one. I was there watching all those races growing up. So welcome to the broadcast. We're got a couple of minutes left on the practice, and we're just kind of looking at some of the practice times. We've got Dwayne LaPrade is definitely leading the race. He's been the top in practice almost the entire time I've been on here. Tony Gray, Dalton Wilson, Raymond Campbell in 4th place, Mike Bass in 5th, Tony Pand in 6th place, Dawson Miller, Shane Gross, KT McCann. Now I don't know him. He's new to the league, or new to me anyway, and Brian Smith. So we've got three of the secondhand racing drivers of my league are in. They have just joined this league and they're already in the top 10. So that's says a lot for the leagues overall. I mean, we've got some good people coming in. That can do nothing but help your league, is having good solid drivers, and these guys, all three of those guys are top notch. Alright, so we're going to go do some track race facts while we're waiting. We're at Rockingham Speedway, as I said, Rockingham, North Carolina, 75 laps, 40% fuel, 1 fast repair, 17-point instant limit. And they're doing the double file restarts with the lap cars to the inside, so no lucky dog, and 1 green-white checker. That kind of confused me last week because I didn't think they did green-white checker back in these days, but this is an addition the host has provided just to add a little extra excitement to the race, and it did. It was awesome last weekend. I hope you tuned in. It was a great finish. Rockingham is host to NASCAR Cup, Truck, and ARCA Series, opened in 1965. There's a whole lot of more history on this track that I could have added here. I mean, there's just too many things that you could add about this track to count, to put on here. It's amazing the history this track has, but and you know, let's hope one day they decide it's important enough to bring back to the series. I don't know if they ever will, but that would sure be cool. Alright, so we're going to look at our weekly points from last week. It's not, you know, first week out, so it's pretty straightforward. Mike Bass was the winner of the race last week. Congrats to him, of course. Shane Gross in second, Tony Gray, Sean Dower, John Marshall, Dawson Miller, Billy Weeks, Ryan Tooley, Cody Eldred, Tommy Cristiano in 10th. And we're going to go to Tony Pandon in 11th, Dwayne LaPrade, Ryan Swan, Joseph Swan, Dean Viney, Harvey Scott, Terry Bellinger, Billy Rodenberger, Raymond Campbell, Don Steves, and that's your top 20. And then you've got your 21 on down is James Capps, Jeff Stube, Gerald Bellinger, Sam Henry, and Alfred Gray. And I see we have a few more people in the field that missed last week. So I believe we have 27, I think. I'll have to count them down, but it's like 5, 10, 15, 20, 28 in the field today, so that's pretty awesome. And of course, your champ points are pretty much the same as what we just saw. Not much new to report there. It's pretty much the same exactly. There's your top 20. We won't have to go through them again. And then your 21 through 25. So we're doing some qualifying. Let's see if we can pick up a few qualifiers here. We got Tony Pendon. Looks like Tony ran a 24.689 was his lap. See if we can pick up Joseph here. And see, I'm just getting these guys right at the end of their run. So we got Dawson Miller. He's yet to turn a lap here. Let's hit his lap. His first. Oh, Dawson. Well, that wasn't good. Poor guy. Let's see if he's going to start another one. And it looks like he might have given it up. Let's see if we can catch. There's James Capp. He's just finishing out too. There's Terry. He looks like he might be getting ready to crank one out. Yep, we just got him just in the right time. We got about 2.5 minutes left, so big field. It'll take these guys all of that to finish up qualifying. Dwayne LaPrade has the lead so far. Okay, his outlap was about a 2.50, 0.484. So kind of slow on the outlap. We'll see. That was probably just from sitting on pit road. Alright, his last lap there. He turned to 25.395. Puts him in 17th. See what he does on lap 2. Charles D. Wilson, thanks for joining the broadcast. I appreciate it. Alright, let's see if he improves upon that. Let's say that brought him up one position. He ran a 25:149. Alright, so I think there's Joseph Swan. He's about the only one left out there that hasn't turned a lap. Well, he's turned a lap. He ran a 24:722. So I think that qualifying's just about over. So we're going to go ahead and break away for a minute. We got about a minute before we start gridding here. So we're going to go to the series schedule. They're running a 29 race schedule. I'm not going to call them all out, but we're in round 2 at Rockingham Speedway here. So we've got Richmond coming up, Atlanta, Darlington, North Wilkes-Barre, your top 5 right here. And then we also have your crown jewel races and I call them the short track shootout. They haven't corrected me on that yet, so we're just going to stick with that. And that's going to be here. I'll get to that, and that's going to offer one lucky person or 2 lucky people a chance to win $100 2 different ways. So if you're the crown jewel events, you have to win all 4. Pretty stiff competition there. You got to win all 4 to receive $100 at the end of the session, the end of the season. And then we already have one winner. Mike Bass won the Daytona 500 or whatever they're calling it, Daytona last week. And then we got Talladega coming up September 8th, September 15th. We got Charlotte Motor Speedway. I'm having trouble talking tonight. And December 1st we have Darlington. So those are your crown jewels. And then we have your short track shootout series. These guys have to win. There's 3 racetracks run twice during the season. So you have to win all 3 racetracks, or you have to sweep one track, win both events. And then you'll receive $100 at the end of the season. And those tracks are North Wilkes-Barre, Bristol, Martinsville, and North Wilkes-Barre, Bristol, and Martinsville Speedway. Those are the 3 tracks. So you either have to win them all 3, or you have to sweep one weekend or both weeks of the same track. I'm tongue-tied tonight. I'm also doing some sponsor stuff here. We got sponsor graphics. Our sponsors are going to be Bellinger, Oldskoolz Graphics and Coins, Dirtworks Custom Paint, Bellinger Signs and Graphics, Team Intensity Fishing, and Scott's Heating and Cooling. And we appreciate you guys. No special cameras today. Don't have any for Rockingham, but the ones that usually have on there are good. iRacing has. So, all right, let's do the starting grid. So row 1 on the pole, Dwayne LaPrade. Outside of row 1, Tony Gray. Row 2, Raymond Campbell with a 2.4.276. Nice lap. Go Bulldog Crew. I got to remember that. And outside row 2, Dawson Miller. Mike Bass, row 3. KT McCann. Outside row 3. Row 4, Dalton Wilson and Brian Smith. Row 5, Shane Gross and Tommy Cristiano. Row 6, Tony Pendon and Joseph Swan. John Marshall, Harvey Scott in row 7. Chris Kibbe and Terry Bellinger in row 8. Ryan Swan and Adam Wood. Good to see you back, Adam. Hope your back's feeling better. In row 9. And Johnny Downey and James Capps in row 10. Row 11, that's about the end of your qualifiers, and we're getting ready to go. Green, green, green. We're going to stick right with the leaders here because we got Tony Gray jumps out. Dwayne was on the pole, but Tony Gray jumps out and takes the lead right off the bat. Let's see how we can hang on to this. Okay, let's see. There we go. Got our ticker going. Oh, sounds like we've got a caution already, or might have one in the back. I don't know. Heard some crashing sounds, but didn't see anything. Let's move back and see what happened here. We got Raymond Campbell in the 555 in third place. Dawson Miller in the 29 car in fourth place. We got Mike Bass in the 50 car in fifth place, and Brian Smith in the 34 car in sixth place. KT McCann, 95, unmarked. Dalton Wilson in eighth. Tommy Cristiano in ninth, and Shane in 10th place. That's your top 10. Tony Pandon in the Garrett, in the Garrett car in 11th. Joseph Swan. I don't know if he's running. One of those guys was running the Texas Pete's last week. I don't know if that's the same paint scheme or not. I really like that one. Number 12, John Marshalls. 14th, number 15, Harvey Scott, one of our sponsors. Number 15 is a 17 car, Ryan Swan. And then we got Chris Kibbe in the 42, running 16th. Billy Weeks, 17th. Johnny Downey, 18th. And Adam Wood running in 19th. James Capscott pulls up in 20th. Cody, now he's usually a front runner. He's running back in the pack. Running 21st, but I'm sure we'll see him up in the front before too long. He's the pit stop king. I mean, he masters his pit stops better than anybody I've seen ever, and he always seems to work himself up to the front of the pack. Have to be by midway at least. He just picked up a spot right there. Oh, looks like he's up in the wall there. I'm talking about him. His ears are burning. All right, then we got Terry Bellinger in the 8th place. 22 places, about 22nd place in the 8th car. And then we got Dean Viney in the 71 at 22nd. Michael Campbell, I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. 92 car in the 24th position. Billy Rodenberger's 25th in the 74 car. Don Steves. Looks like we got Terry Bellinger. Just had a little. Let's go back and see. Yep. Had a little accident there. No caution so far, though. No caution. Looks like he might have just got caught up on that outside wall. All right, no caution. Let's get back to the leaders then. Tony Gray stretching it out. He's got about 0.7 on the second place car, so he's stretching it out already. I know they added a couple of extra practices this week, and I know these guys are boning up on these cars now. Daytona was a little rough, but I think that they're jumping in these practices and doing their own practices on their own time when they can afford to take the time to do it, because everybody's got jobs and family commitments and such. But you can tell that they're already working their issues out with these cars, and they're getting them figured out. Let's go back to Dwayne. He's about 0.6 back. Looks like we've got 74 car. That's Billy Rodenberger. I believe he's about ready to get lapped right now. He's a lap down. KT McCann, he's a lap down. Terry Bellinger, he's a lap down. Guys that didn't start the race, again, Chuck Shaw, Sam Henry. They were having internet problems from what I saw, having internet problems from what I saw earlier. And I guess they did not get in. There we got Mike Bass. He's up to 4th place. Brian Smith up to 5th, giving Mike a run for his money there. I got to quit saying that one. I'm wearing that one out. Dalton Wilson in the 18 car in 8th place. A lot of laps left to go on this, and this is a pretty technical track, so D-shaped. So I think everybody's riding along, waiting to get the tires warmed up. I think Tommy said he raced last week with an injury, so he's up to 9th. He must have healed a little bit this week. Dawson Miller is back to 11th. And Joseph Swan in 12th in the 66 car. Looks like the 22 or 20, I believe he's got a little damage there, and he's struggling a little bit. And the Hardys, the 29, who is that? Dawson Miller. Yeah, he's got a little damage on that left rear quarter, and he just smacked the wall the right side. So he's got damage all around, but it doesn't look too severe though. Harvey Scott in the 15 in 13th place. Billy Weeks. Now he's up mid-pack. He started a little bit back. He was a contender at Daytona, but didn't finish out well, and pretty solid racer. So we should see him up front too as well. Ryan Swan. He's just kind of cruising around mid-pack, just getting the feel of how the cars are in the field. You know, I'm not seeing in the field is I don't see Mr. Dewar. Is he here? I don't see him. He didn't make today's race, I guess. All right. Well, he's a name you usually watch for, but I haven't seen him today. Back to the leader, Tony. Still managing about a 0.7, 0.8 lead over the second place car. And we're going green now, so for a while. So now we're kind of get a feel of how what kind of laps we're going to get if this continues to stay green. We're 17 on the first fuel tank at 40%. So if this continues to go green until the first pit stop, then we'll kind of know where our tires and fuel situation are going to be. Take a look at Tony's stats here. Okay. Oh, looks like we got our first caution here. So let's get away from that for now. We'll see what happened here. See if we can figure out what's going on here. Alright, looks like it was Harvey Scott. Oh, he's already out of the race, so I can't catch him. Oh, there he is. Here we go. We got him. See what happened to him here. Nope. He just disconnected there. All right. Yeah, we didn't get a chance. He just, I think he must have lost his connection or something there for a second. I'm not sure what happened there. Still showing him in 11th place though, so I don't know if he was involved in that or not. Looks like everybody's going in to take their first service. 17 laps, so then everybody went on lap 18 pretty much. We still got Terry out there hanging out, Chris Kibbe hanging out, James Capp hanging out. Yeah, Terry, I don't know. I thought he had I guess he never got repaired. I don't even know. Let's have a look at his car. Because I know he had he got spun down to the inside there, and I'm not sure. Yeah, he's pretty banged up, so he never got a new fresh repair or anything like that, so he's hanging out. Yeah, his car's all banged up everywhere, so yeah, he's saving it up. He stayed out. He's in 23rd, but he stayed out and he's holding on to that pit stop. That puts Dwayne LaPrade back in the first place position and Mike Bass in second. Sorry about not being able to find that replay. It just I had him and then he just disappeared, so he might be having some internet connection issues. I'm not sure. So yeah, Terry's on the lead lap too, though. I don't know why he's there. They're not showing him a lap down. So there must be some confusion there, because my screen is not showing him any laps down, but he probably is. And we got Dwayne LaPrade, Mike Bass, Ray McCampbell, Brian Smith, Tony Gray in your top 5. Should be starting on the outside row. So it's going to take a little while for this gets sorted out, I guess. We got the 95 down there too. I think that's TK, yep. He's 2 laps down. That makes sense. Okay, now they're showing him. Nope, they're still not showing Terry any laps down, but he's right up there. So he's in 23rd, so I'm not exactly sure why he's starting out there. But we're showing TK, he's 2 laps down. So he's where he should be. Now why Billy's up front there, I don't know. I don't get it. Or Terry, I mean. Terry Bellinger. I'm sorry. And then we got the 42. Alright, looks like we got green, green, green. Chris Kibbe, he's a lap down. So those guys, I'm not sure why Terry started out front of those guys. It shows him on the lead lap, but my board shows him in 23rd. So I don't get it. Looks like we got some Bulldog crew people showing up. How you doing, Stuart Rowland? Thanks for joining the stream. Alright, so we got Sean Dwayne as your leader, Mike Bass in second place. Oh, another yellow. Alright, yeah. Alright. Yeah. Oh, that's practice, that's why. Okay. No, that's not what I want. Okay. So everybody's still kind of hanging on the pit stops here. We got Johnny Downey, he went in for 2, his second one. Michael Campbell. Billy Weeks in for 2. Dalton Wilson in for 2. Yeah, I'm trying to catch up with these cautions, but they're just not allowing me to do it. These off tracks, but it's not letting me find them. Alright, looks like we're getting ready to go green again here pretty soon. Dwayne's still your leader, Mike Bass in second. Looks like your pace lights are off, it looks like. So we can get a better picture. Yep. Got the 42 car, I believe that's Caps, down on the inside. Chris Kibbe. Pace lights are still on. Looks like they threw another one. There we go. Alright, pace lights are out. Got your lap car on the inside. Dwayne Lepard is leading the pack. We got Chris Kibbe, the 95, I do believe that's TK. 74 would be Billy Rodenberger on the inside row. He's one lap down. It looks like TK's going to give it up. He's probably been told to relinquish that position. Alright, pace truck is out. Ready to go. Green, green, green. Tony was running up there, and I think he might have got shuffled back a little bit. He's running fourth now. Uh-oh. That outside wall's getting a little action there. Dwayne's got a good jump on the 50 car. Running back through the field here. There's Mike Bass in second. Raymond Campbell having a good day in third. He's got to negotiate that lap car. Try to get by him. We got Brian Smith rated up in fourth place. Tony Gray in fifth. Another caution. Okay, it doesn't look like too many more pit stops. Everybody's just kind of riding around, waiting for the restart here. Lap 32. Sorry I'm so slow on the information here. I'm just clicking on my screen trying to pick up some of these incidents that are happening, but I'm not able to get it sorted out. So we got a bunch of people going in for the pits right now. We got Tommy Castellano, Shane Gross, Ryan Swan, Billy Reidenberger, Terry Bellinger, Tony Pan, and they all went into pit. Looks like the truck lights are still on. Yeah, I'm giving up on replays for today. I can't seem to get my board to sort it out to show me which ones are available, so we'll work on that again a little bit more. Tony's back into 4th place. Brian brings it into the 3rd place. We still got TK down on the inside. We got the 95 TK. We got the 42 down on the inside. Chris Kibbe still. And then we got Mike Bass. Dwayne and Mike running 2nd. Brian 3rd. Tony Gray 4th. Joseph Swan's come up to 5th place. Dawson Miller to 6th. Haven't really done much in the way of weather, so we got Rockingham. Right now, the 75 degrees. Air temp, it's cooling off about a 1 degree since the race started. Wind southwest and 6 miles an hour. Mostly cloudy, and you can tell that from looking at it. Track fact, the 84 degrees, track temp was 89, so it's cooling off down there. Definitely. Elevation 441 feet. Track length is 0.97. Alright, so we race length is 75 laps. Leader is Dwayne LaPrade. 34 laps completed, 41 remaining, and 1 lead change. So that's pretty good. 3 cautions for 14 laps. We got Dwayne LaPrade, P1. Last lap was a 1.110. That's under caution. His fast lap was a 24.882. And since we're running around on the parade lap, we want to mention our sponsors again. Oldskoolz Graphics and Coins, Dirtworks Custom Paint, Bellinger Sign and Graphics, Team Intensity Fishing, and Scott's Heating and Cooling. And we appreciate you guys sponsoring this special event we have here, this retro series. It's pretty good deal. All right, pace truck is off. It's like Dwayne, Mike wants to get down in front of that 42 car. He doesn't want to negotiate any more of those lap cars for a while. Dwayne's definitely got the power down and jumps out to an early lead. Let's see if we can click back. Heard some banging and banging, crashing. Let's see if we can click back and catch somebody. Everybody's doing pretty good. Looks like somebody got a wall scraper or something. Alright, there we go. We got the 42 car up. He was the inside lap car right there. back to the leader. And he's stretching it out on Mike. He's got 0.8 seconds back to the second place car, and then 1.5 seconds to the third place car. And Tony comes in fourth. He got around the lap cars. And John Marshall's back. He's got 2 lap cars between him and the fifth place. Joseph Swan's bringing it up to 7th place. He was cruising around about 14th there a while back. And then, of course, here we are, Cody. With only 1 pit stop, but he's already up. He was running around 16th or so. He's brought it up to 8th place. Adam Wood brought it up to 9th place. Ray Campbell, he's fallen back a little bit. He was running around 3rd, 4th place. He's fallen back to 10th. Dalton Wilson running in 11th. Johnny Downey in the 27 car running 12th. Harvey Scott, he's staying middle of the pack. It's where he's been running almost the whole race. Running in 13th. James Capps, he was running in the back a little bit. He's brought it up to 16th. Tony Pennon, he started up front, and he's kind of fading back to the middle, a little bit beyond the middle pack right there. And Billy Weeks running in 18th. Don Steves in 19th. Ryan Swan in 20th. And Terry Bellinger's 1 lap down in 21st. Shane Gross in 22nd. Now, usually you see Shane up there, running up there hard, so he must be struggling a little bit on this track. We got Billy Roddenberger 1 lap down, and the 74 running in 23rd. And TK, he got pushed back on that wall scrap, so he's back in 3 laps down and 24th. Chris Kibbe looks like he might be out, and Michael Campbell 10 laps down, still running though. Yeah, it looks like Chris Kibbe has left the race, so he must have been part of that last caution because he was running on the inside there. Uh-oh, got a little smoke. And Dwayne's got a good, well, I think Mike's brought it back a little bit. It was about a 0.8. He's brought it back to a 0.660. And Brian, he's pacing himself. He's about 9 seconds, so he's picked up about 0.6. 9.9 seconds. I'm sorry. And Tony Gray right there too. These guys are all pretty competitive, and they're keeping pretty steady. So we're over halfway. Raymond Campbell back up to 6th. Here's the next gaggle of cars. Coley Eldred looks like he might have fallen a little bit, lost a position here. He's back to 9th. This is probably the biggest race on the track right now between these 4 or 5 cars, and that wall keeps biting. Cody just bit him again. Dalton brings it up. He takes over 9th place from Cody. Adam Wood in 11th. All right, we got a little lull here, so Looks like Mike took over the lead just for a few seconds there, and Dwayne just took it right back from him. Now he's having to tend with Brian Smith in the 34 car. He lost a little bit by that lead change, and now he's in jeopardy of losing that second place spot. He's got Brian and Tony right on him, just waiting. Brian can win in pretty much any series he runs in. He's an excellent road racer as well. There's none better out there than Brian. He can be an excellent driver in pretty much any car he gets into. So it's not surprising to see him up here running on his first race with the league. Go back to Raymond. He's up to 5th. So there's a 7.5 seconds back to from 4th to 5th. So there's a pretty big gap. These guys have to do a lot of work, so they're going to need a caution to get snugged up here. And it looks like we have one. I'm not sure who that was, but whoever it was, we can't get pit lane, so alright. Kind of pace through the field here. That might have been Shane, I don't know. They're all coming in now. Let's see if we can see who was sitting there. We got the 74 car on pit road already. Everybody's going in for their service. A lot of them are still only on 1, so we got Ryan Swan, he's on 3. So I'm surprised that there aren't more, hasn't been more pit stops. Dwayne's in getting his service. He's got Tony Gray in 2nd place, Mike Bassfeld at 5th. Yeah, my replay thing is just not working very good tonight. We're looking at Tony Gray, he's in 4th place. Raymond Camel's having a solid race today, running in 5th. And last week too, until right at the very end, I think he got shuffled back on that last wreck at Daytona. He was running pretty solid all race long last week. Joseph Swan brings it up to 6th place. Dwayne has been the class of the field though. He's held onto that lead. It doesn't tell me how many laps he's led though. That would be nice. Looks like we got the 41. I believe that's Chris Kibbe. Nope, that's Shane. Shane's running down on the inside, but it shows him being on the lead lap as well. So, it doesn't show him being a lap down, even though he's down on the inside. So we got Dwayne LaPrade. Brian Smith brings it up to second place. Mike Bass falls to third. Tony's hanging in fourth place, and Ryan Campbell hanging in fifth place. Joseph Swan, Tommy Cristiano. Looks like the pace truck lights are out. We got KT on the inside. He's 3 laps down. It's still not showing me. Did this one for Terry with me too. It shows Shane being on the lead lap, even though obviously he's not. Or maybe it won't show his lap till he crosses. He might have fell a lap down going into the pits with these guys. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on him. All right, green, green, green. Shane gets a little jump on the 13 there. He's trying to hang in tough. Now it is showing him a lap down. So as soon as they cross, it gets his accurate position. Now he's got to race hard to get that lap back, and he's got to race these guys that have been fast all race and haven't had any problems. As Mike Bass gets by him, and now Tony Gray, he wants to get around him too. Yeah, the 41, he's down there struggling. Oh. I'm not sure who that was. Whoever it was, he caught on. He held on to it. He said the 18. Dalton Wilson. He was spinning down to the inside, but he looks like he collected it. That's pretty impressive. I know they had one of those kind of deals at Talladega in the Xfinity Series this weekend. Spun the 25 car around. He just happened to hit just right with the other car and right back in position. All right, so Dwayne is really stretching it out now. He's got a 1.4 second over Brian Smith. And so the race is really second and third right now. Looks like we got 14 laps to go. So this is the race right here, these 3 cars, the 34, the 50, and the 00. Mike's been a contender, but he just doesn't have enough strength to stay up there to catch and stay. He's been able to hold on and keep that position, but he's not strong enough to take the lead. I believe the same is for Tony. Tony be happy with the 4th place probably. He'd like to get that 50 cars position, but we'll see. Looks like he's trying real hard. He's looking down on the inside. But while these 2 cars race, Brian Smith just walks away from them all. And we got Raymond Campbell. He's content to stay in 5th, but he's got Tommy right there on him. He wants that 5th place spot. He wants that top 5. Joseph Swan is falling to 7th place. He's got some damage, it kind of looked like there. Dalton Wilson. I'm amazed that he's still racing after what I just saw. So that's a good deal. And then we got Dawson Miller in the 9th place. and John Marshall in 10th. Billy Weeks is bringing it up to 11th place. Looks like we have a caution again already. So you can see what it was. I didn't see anything going on there. Let's get to the back of the field. Maybe we can. Terry, he's 4 laps down, so they were just catching him. Dwayne, the leader's going in for his pit stop. 10 laps to go, so they're going to see if he gets a splash and go. Let's have a look at, see what he does here. He's got a little damage on that right side. Let's look at the front. He's clean on the front, though. He's got a little damage on the right side all the way around. He must have struck the wall. Kind of got him all the way down one side of the right side of his car. Let's look and see what kind of stop he makes. He's on 2 pit stops. This will be his 3rd. Looks like he's going to take 4. So I think this will hurt him. Unless everybody else comes in behind him, he gets a wave around kind of, but I think that's going to hurt him a little bit. That gives Brian Smith the lead. Just depends on how he's doing on fuel. It's been 13 laps since he went in. And I don't believe he has any damage, really. Let's have a look. He's got no damage on the front. No damage. He's clean, completely clean so far. Unless he needs tires or fuel, I think he's got a handle on this deal. Alright, pace starts coming around. Alright, looks like we're going to have let's throw an extra caution. It looks like they're running a few extra laps here. So we got your top 10 are going to be Brian Smith, Raymond Campbell up to 2nd. Nice work. Joseph Swan up to 3rd. Mike Bass falls to 4th place. Dalton Wilson in 5th. Billy Weeks in 6th. Dwayne LaPrade falls to 7th. Tony Gray to 8th. Tommy Cristiano in 9th. And Dawson Miller brings up the top 10. So we want to kind of see where Dwayne's going to be starting, because he was the leader. He's been the class of the field now. Can he pick up 7 spots in 5 laps? John Lasseter, Sam Henry, Alfred Barefoot, thanks for joining the stream. We appreciate it. James Mayer, thanks for joining the stream, guys. Appreciate it. Let's have a look at Raymond. Raymond's got a good position in 2nd place. He's been working hard all race, and he's kept it in the top 5. There we go. He got a good jump down on the inside. He's looking down on the inside to Brian Smith. Looks like he might have him. Looks like he might have him. He's going to have to tuck it down. Looks like he got a little grip. Right. He takes the lead. Raymond Campbell takes the lead. Got my Ryans and my Raymonds mixed up. Brian Smith falls to 2nd place. Joseph Swan in 3rd place. Dwayne LaPrade, he picks up 1 spot. Mike Bass is back in 5th place. Looks like he's working on... oh, we got a caution. We got a wreck. Alright. See who's involved. Looks like we got Raymond still running. So it looks like it might have been Mike Bass, your 3rd place guy, or I'm not sure who it would have been. Yeah, Mike's falling to 17th. So it looks like he might have been involved. One of these days I'll figure this out. Yeah, I think Mike might have been involved in that. No way to really go back and check him right now. Mike's in the pit. Let's have a look. We're just gonna do the old-fashioned rewind here and see if we can tell what happened. Don't know if we can or not. Alright, let's have a look. No, it looks like Joseph kind of got hung up. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like it started a little bit before them, and they got hung up on it. Okay. So it wasn't them, they just got caught up in it, it looks like. 3 to go. Looks like we're gonna do a green white checker again. You're still crashing in the back there. Alright, so we're gonna keep our eye on Raymond. Raymond's got the lead, and Brian Smith, he needs a good restart on this. Raymond had a good restart last time. He needs a good one again. All right. Let's see. Have a look. Let's go. Looks like the pace lights are still on, so we're running another lap here. Get everything sorted out. So our top 10 are going to be Raymond Campbell. Dalton Wilson brings it into second place. Brian Smith falls. Well, they got two people shown in second, so this needs to get sorted out. I got two people in second place here on my board. That's not right. My guess would be the 34 car, but because that's where they're at on the track right now. So there's a little confusion. iRacing telemetry is a little confused today. Billy Weeks coming up into fourth place. Dean Viney brings it up to sixth. Adam Wood in seventh. Cody Elder in eighth. Harvey Scott in ninth. James Capps in 10th. Johnny Downey 11th. John Marshall in 12th. Don Steves in 13th. Tony Gray falls to 14th, and he was the contender, Mike Bass. So these guys were the leaders almost the entire race, and they're now falling to the 14th, 13th, 14th, 15th position. They were caught up in there. Shane has not really had a good day. He's running in 18th. Ryan Swan, he's in 19th. Joseph, where is he at? I think he was caught up in that one deal that just happened. We got a lot of guys blacked out here. Looks like we got a bunch of retirees: Dawson Miller, Billy Rodenberger, KT McCann, Tony Pandon, Michael Campbell, Chris Kibbe, Chuck Shaw, and Sam Henry are all retired from the race. Pace car lights are off and the truck's off. It's green, green, green. Let's see what Raymond can do. Can he hold him off again? He jumps up and does the block. Brian goes down under and tries to catch him, but he can't. He can't. Looks like he's got a jump. He's got a good jump, about almost 0.2 of a second on Brian right there. Dalton Wilson's giving Brian a run for his money right there. He's looking down on the inside. Got a little crash there. Oh, a little bumper tap right there. Another caution. I believe that's it. I don't believe there's one green white checker, and that's it. So unless there's another green white checker, I believe that Raymond Cameron just took the win. He's past the pace truck though. You better slow down until it's worked out. You better let that pace truck go by you. There you go. Good job. Good job. Yep, I believe Raymond may have it, because I don't believe there's only but one green white checker in the race, so we'll get him to do his burnout. Raymond Campbell in P1, as best lap was 24.783 during the race. Number 555, there he goes. He gets the wave around. The race is called. Congratulations, Raymond Campbell. We'll do as soon as we see him do his burnout, we'll do the total finishing results here. Oh, I guess that's going to be the end of that. So I don't think he's going to do a burnout. I don't know. I don't know if he's got enough car, but let's have a look at it anyway. First place, Raymond Campbell. Second place, Brian Smith. Third place, Dalton Wilson. Fourth place, Billy Weeks. Fifth place, Tommy Cristiano. Nice job, Tommy. Dean Viney brings it up into sixth. Seventh place, Adam Wood. Not bad for a guy with a bad back. Eighth place, Cody Eldred. Ninth place, Harvey Scott. 10th place, Johnny Downey. We're looking at 11, James Capps, and I believe he's running around in the back quite a bit all race. 12th, John Marshalls. 13th, Don Steves. 14th, Tony Gray. Sorry about Tony's run. He had such a good run going all day, and it just got shuffled back in that last deal. 15th, Joseph Swan. 16th, Dwayne LeBrad. I mean, he was the strength of the field. He had the dominant car all day and just couldn't hang on to it. 17th, Mike Bass. 18th, Shane Gross. 19th, Ryan Swan. 20th, Terry Bellinger, and I believe those are retired. The rest of these people are all retired from the race. 21st, Dawson Miller. Billy Rodenberger in 22nd, KT McCann. 23rd, Tony Pandon. 24th, Michael Campbell. And 25th, Chris Kibbe. 26th, Chuck Shaw Jr. And I don't believe that Chuck Shaw or Sam Henry ever started the race. So there's your finishing results. So we want to appreciate everybody that's been watching. You guys are awesome. We love you. Keep an eye out for next Saturday. We'll do secondhand racing. This is my league, and we're running the K&N ARCA car on the short track series. We're still looking for some good drivers. If everybody's interested and they'd like to run that early in the morning on Saturday, we'd appreciate it. We put up a couple practices during the week, and we have our Saturday events, and we're going to run this Saturday at Martinsville, and then we're going to have a week off for 4th of July, and then we'll get back after it. So if you're looking for a good short track action, please check us out, Secondhand Racing League. We're in the league directory. And thanks to everybody, all the sponsors for Shine Runners, Oldskoolz Graphics and Coins, Dirtworks Custom Paint, Bellinger Signs and Graphics, Team Intensity Fishing, and Scott's Heating and Cooling. Thanks, you guys, for everything that you do for the league. It's appreciated. And thanks for watching. See you next time.